Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Choirul Anam. My study number is 19032110022. In the video this time, I will explain about business dispute resolution and pertamina's company profile. Point A. Business dispute. Business dispute is a general term and refers to first dispute in the business world. Oftentimes, these disputes are known as trade, commercial, or commercial dispute. The following are types of dispute that often occur. Point B. Various kind of business dispute. The number one, investment dispute. Investment is always important in business because it can increase the value of the business. It can occur when the donor and recipient of capital. For example, the investor feels that the recipient of the investment does not share the profit according to the agreement. If not resolved immediately, this dispute can become a major conflict. And number two, banking dispute. As the name suggests, banking dispute occur in the banking world, both conventional and Sharia. Dispute can occur between banks and companies that work with them or with customers. And number three, intellectual property right dispute, or in Indonesian HKI. As a protected right, it is natural that IPR should be respected. However, there are many examples of business dispute involving IPRs. For example, dispute over patent, trademark names, and copyright. Disputing parties can be partnered in previous cooperation, but it can also be two parties who do not know each other and have ownership claim on the same thing. And number four, other commercial dispute. Business dispute also include any dispute that occur in the world of commerce. This conflict that cannot be classified into the three categories above can still be classified as business dispute as long as the conflict is related to commercial activities. Point C. Settlement procedure. In settlement procedure, the number one is litigation, and number two, not with litigation. Number two, most business dispute resolution is carried out using litigation or dispute resolution through a trial process. The settlement of the dispute begin with filing a lawsuit to the district court and end with a judge decision. However, in addition to dispute resolution through the litigation process, there is also dispute resolution through non-litigation. Number two, non-litigation. In language, arbitration comes from the word arbitrate, which means the power to settle a case based on pledge. Arbitration is the voluntary submission of a dispute to a neutral third party, namely an individual or ad hoc arbitration, according to Abdul Qadir. Arbitration is the voluntary submission of dispute to a qualified person to resolve it by an agreement that arbitrator decision will be final and binding. Meanwhile, according to law number 30 of 1999 concurrently, Arbitration and alternative dispute resolution. In Article 1, arbitration is a way of resolving a civil dispute outside the general court based on arbitration agreement made in writing by the disputing parties. It can be interpreted that arbitration is a civil agreement made based on the agreement of the parties to resolve their disputes, which is decided by a third party called an arbitrator, who is appointed jointly by the disputing parties, and the parties declare that they will comply with the decision made by arbitrator. Apart from going through the arbitration process, non-litigation dispute resolution can also be done by alternative dispute resolution or ADR. Dispute resolution through ADR has advantage compared to dispute resolution through litigation, including the voluntary nature of the process to the absence of coercion. Fast producer, non-judicial decision, secret producer, flexible in determining the conditional for resolving problem economical, time and cost effective, high possibility for equity agreement and maintaining working relationship. Alternative dispute resolution institution are divided into several types, including the following: A. Consultation, B. Negotiation, C. Mediation, C. Conciliation. Point A. Conciliation. Conciliation is a personal action between a concerned party, which is called a client, and another party, who is consultant, who gives his opinion to the client to meet the need of his client. The role of the consultant in dispute resolution is not dominant. The consultant only provides or legal opinions as requested by his client, for which the parties will take decision regarding the resolution of the dispute themselves. Although sometimes the consul is given the opportunity to formulate form of resolution the dispute decided by the disputing parties. And the negotiation. Negotiation is a means for disputing parties to discuss the settlement without the involvement of a third party. According to KBBI, the Indonesian Dictionary, negotiation is defined as peaceful dispute resolution through negotiation between disputing parties. And C. Mediation. Mediation is an unacceptable, impartial, and neutral intervention in a dispute by a third party atau mediator, and help the disputing parties reach an agreement voluntarily on the issue in dispute. According to Rahmadi Usman, mediation is a method of resolving dispute outside the contract negotiation, involving a third party or mediator who is neutral and does not take side with the disputing parties and is accepted by the disputing parties. And the conciliation. Settlement through conciliation is carried out through one or several people or bodies. Conciliation communication as enforces conciliator by bringing together or providing facilities to the disputing parties to settle their dispute peacefully. The conciliator actively participate in providing solution to the problem in dispute. Okay, study casus. Dispute resolution culminates in district court. The study kasus is cooperation between Pertamina and Karaha Bodas Company. Cooperation between Pertamina and Karaha Bodas Company, the development of geothermal energy in the Kamajong area with that team was being built by Pertamina. Pertamina, as one of the state-owned enterprise that has the right to develop geothermal energy, continues to develop this energy. Pertamina entered into a contract cooperation with private electricity investor, namely Karaha Bodas CON LLC is under a joint operation contract or GOC, while PLN as the buyer will be under an energy sales contract or ESG with Karaha Bodas Company. Pertamina and Karaha Bodas CO the LLC conduct geothermal energy development in Karaha Bodas in Garut and Telaga Bodas in Tasikmalaya, which is intended to produce clean and environmental friendly energy. Finally, the emergence of the Pertamina and Karaha Bodas Company case. The case is quite interesting and caught the attention of the international community, namely the case between Pertamina vs PVC, which is clear that the friction of interest is almost different between the two, especially the Karaha Bodas Company is a corporation company founded on capital flow both from within and from outside, where the purpose of this company is prioritizing profit-oriented, and on the other hand, national companies or Pertamina prioritizing national interest. This is like a fire in the hooks, and anytime it can burn and can harm both parties. With the presence of investment in Indonesia, it must automatically comply with all the political legal system of the host country, meaning that companies must comply with investment regulation in Indonesia. But this does not apply to national companies such as Karaha Bodas Company, which have percentage or more complete share. So that policy making is influenced by the larger shareholder. This makes the interest of the host country become secondary. Unfortunately, until now, the generally applicable international legal rules to regulate the activities of transnational companies have not been met. This is content that there will be potential for conflict between these two legal subjects, namely between Pertamina and Karaha Bodas Company. And finally, even though the decision of the international arbitration body has been made, Pertamina has refused to pay its legal obligation. In response to this, KBC has taken legal action in the form of a request to implement the Geneva Arbitration Award in the court of several countries where Pertamina's asset are located. The end of my presentation. If there is an error, I apologize and thank you. See you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dadah.